Here's the former Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. You look at this Carolina defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7.
7.
I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Again, it's Jones. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. The Giants at 10 and 6 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Stop. 17.
They will start this drive with 4. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now here's Young. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. Oh, a nice spin. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
In motion right goes Johnson. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40. A quick throw caught out wide by Jeudy. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Giant defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
This is Ford. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
1st and 10, Young. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Ford. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, they turn to Ford. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here is 3rd down and 4. They run with Ford. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Let's go.
We're scoreless after 1. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Ready.
Ford. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jerome Ford hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
The score, Panthers 7, Giants 0. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for the Panthers.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now a 2nd and 2. They'll go again to Jones. And they work this well outfield across the 45. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jalen Hyatt hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from drawing level. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That throw by Young incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Off the play fake, Young. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. They'll try the right side with Jones. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the 41, here's second down and 8. An inside give to Jones.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Third and 3. Back to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Second and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ford. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now Young. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms here going over the middle. Third down.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Young to throw it. This is going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
He's got him in. Complete. Now inside the 25. Touchdown! Wan'Dale Robinson, Patriots will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
13 yards, first down, Panthers.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Short throw hauled in by Trimble. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now Young. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Young. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
At this point in the game, when the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the 1st half. On 1st down, Ford. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ford. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the 2nd half.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 18-yard line.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, it's Ford. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On 3rd down, Ford. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Ford. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, You might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They go quickly here out to Moore. Calling a gain of a yard. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 83 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Complete right side to Hyatt. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Catch made by Slayton. So he stopped for no gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Young, he's going to change it up. On 2nd down now. It's 4. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Given 40 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Young to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
And the Panther first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, 4. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now a 2nd down throw for Young. He finds his man, complete. That's 4. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here is Young. He's got Johnson. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's Young. Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Young to throw. This will be caught. Judy. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Young. That's caught by Johnson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Well, the crowd here at MetLife Stadium in full roar. 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's 4. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Young quickly to the flat, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense.
Here we go.
Here now, 2nd and goal. Hands it off out of the gun. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. And that flag accepted.
Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff for the Panthers.
So now, after the clutch field goal, he's back out there to boot it away in what's now a tie ball game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. Here comes second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Back to throw here. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
They'll run on first down. 4. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 22-yard line.
And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. So it'll all come down to the right foot of Eddie Pinheiro. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And his kick is good. Despite the rainstorm, a good snap, a good hold, and the kick went through. And the Panthers have won the football game. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an